Chun Doo-hwan, who served as the fifth president of South Korea, died Tuesday at his home. The former president had been battling with multiple myeloma, a type of blood cancer, and died at 8:40 a.m. at the age of 90. It's only a month after the former president Roh Tae-woo died at age 88. The former Army General Chun rose to power after staging a military coup in 1979 and served from 1980 to 1988. One of his biggest yet darkest political legacies is the bloody crackdown on the Gwangju civil uprising in 1980, which left more than 200 dead and 1,800 others wounded. Chun did not issue an apology nor showed remorse for those killed in the uprising, but rather called it a riot. After retiring, Chun was arrested in 1995 with his colleague Roh Tae-woo on charges of treason and bribery. Then in 1996, Roh was sentenced to 22.5 years in prison, while Chun was sentenced to death and ordered to repay 220 billion won that he had pocketed during his presidency. However, the two were pardoned the following year by then-President Kim Young-sam. Although the order to repay remained in force, Chun failed to fully pay the money by saying his remaining wealth was merely 290,000 won. Then in recent years, the former president was indicted on defamation charges after denouncing the late Catholic priest Joe Pius, who testified to having witnessed Chun's troops shooting from helicopters at Gwangju's pro-democracy demonstrators. Chun denounced him as a shameless liar in his controversial memoirs published in 2017. During the first trial, the Gwangju District Court sentenced Chun to 8 months in prison and suspended for 2 years. The final trial was scheduled for November 29th. Chun's appearance at the court on August 9th was his last public appearance. Unlike Chun, the former president Roh Tae-woo apologized for the Gwangju oppression through his children and paid all penalties before he died on October 26th. Although Roh was given a 5-day state funeral, there's a little possibility that a state funeral will be held for Chun due to public criticisms. Chun died without apologizing for the Gwangju massacre, but it did make his last wish: to be buried on a frontline high ground overlooking North Korean territory.